poet reader is Beth Burken, who was up here just a moment ago.
This last summer, I took a sabbatical from teaching in Europe. I had been teaching there for 30 summers, teaching shamanism. And I just needed to be home in my backyard in Ashland and work on poetry. I had so many poems that needed to be edited, and I sensed there were new poems that wanted to come. And with all of the franticness of travel and speaking German and teaching over there and all my friends over there, that would have never happened. So I bought a little blue pine desk, put it in the backyard under the cedars and the maples, and this is one of the poems that came. I'm so grateful. So I'd like to share it with you. Would you like to hear it?
Yes.
Thank you. This is what I do with my students at RCC. Do you want to know this? Do you care, right? They didn't, but then they do. It's called Mrs. Garrett Speaks to My Soul. In the Middle West of the 1960s, I am lost in a sea of jocks and Air Force kids. Glittering body of Ursa Major, towering cumulus, vast green tapestries of cornfields and talking crows. Bird feet tether me, yet I have this unfathomable longing for some invisible world. Buoyed by Emerson and Thoreau's words, every particle in nature, a leaf, a drop, a crystal, a moment of time, is related to the whole. Sometimes a rosy radiance infuses Mrs. B's senior English class. No one ever remarks on this. It must be a message from another world. I swoon in ecstasy with Gerard Manley Hopkins' words. The world is charged with the grandeur of God. It will flame out like shining from shook foil. Mine is not a calling to the monastery or convent, but I am being pulled by some force. There are no magic mushrooms here, LSD or marijuana. No shaman to guide my struggling sapling to tree. There has to be someone who understands this yearning. I call upon my high school guidance counselor, Mrs. Garrett, who is also my volleyball coach, both warm-hearted and no nonsense. I hope she's the oracle I have been seeking. Breathlessly, I blurt out, "None of my friends understands my hunger. They tell me it's growth spurts or my period. There's this rosy light that comes into English class. No one feels like I do. Where can I find what I'm looking for?" Her green eyes widen. She hesitates, then says, "I don't know a lot about what you're asking, but..." She slides open her gray metal desk drawer, pulls out a delicate book, hands it to me like it's the Holy Grail. On the cover, a noble little boy stands alone on a planet with a small, erupting volcano. Perhaps the little prince can help you in your search. Like you, he goes on a long journey, looking for something no one else believes in. A flock of birds pulls him like a balloon to other planets. He's surrounded by stars and shooting meteors. Like Ariadne threading the labyrinth, I grasp a filament to follow into the mystery. The little prince says, "What people are looking for can be found in a single rose. The important thing is what cannot be seen. You have to see with your heart." You have to see with your heart.